A developing story right now in South Burlington, an emergency response at the University Mall.
Our Dom Amato is there right now live. He joins us on the phone. Dom, what can you tell us about this?
Well, Darren and Celine, there's a lot of unknowns right now. I'm standing really in the middle of the U-Mall parking lot. I'm actually using the phone of one of the nice bus drivers here, Pat. My phone's dead. It's pretty cold out here. But right now there's state police, there's South Burlington police, there's Burlington police. There are fire crews blocking the entrances and exits to the University Mall. There are still a number of cars here driving around. There are a few people walking around outside. There's police in front of the Kohl's. There is, looks like the majority of police are in the Target parking lot, some near the JCPenney entrance a little bit, but not so much. A really unknown scene. A lot of the ambulances and fire crews are not technically with the police. They're more in the Xfinity store parking lot, kind of near the Sears Auto Center. So still very unclear what's going on. There's been no police that have approached myself. I've been running around with a camera trying to get as much video as possible. We're going to try to talk to somebody here at the scene in a few minutes and try to get an update for you guys as soon as I can. Darren,
and Dom, can you see any officers with their weapons drawn?
Not from what I can see where I am. It doesn't seem very chaotic here. There are certainly a number of police officers, but I can see some standing having a conversation. There's still people kind of walking maybe in and out, either from the U-Mall, either employees. There are a number of unmarked cruisers here as well. So certainly still an active scene. I can see state police out front of the Kohl's. I'm not exactly sure. I definitely see them walking around, but again, it doesn't seem very intense, but certainly something is still going on.
All right, Dom, thank you. Keep us posted throughout the broadcast. We appreciate that.
Well, we want to update you now on a breaking news situation in South Burlington. There is a large police presence at the University Mall on Dorset Street. Dom Amato is live on the scene for us. Dom, what have you been able to find out?
All right, Darren and Celine, we're back out here in South Burlington at the new University Mall. I still have not learned too much yet, but we do now obviously have some live photos for you to see here behind me. There is still a very active police presence out here at the University Mall in South Burlington. Behind me, what you see, this is Target, IHOP, near one of the entrances to the University Mall, JCPenney. We have seen a few police officers walking the perimeter, the exterior of this building. I've seen some go inside JCPenney. There's one that's driving by us right now. We did see an ambulance and a fire truck over by the entrance near Applebee's and Kohl's. We saw that. That was the first ambulance and fire truck that we had seen enter this scene, which was certainly significant. The other ones are still over by the Xfinity store. You can see an ambulance is right here, South Burlington ambulance. But again, still not much has changed since the last time we spoke. Still no one is allowed into this area. I've seen police group up around this area. It does seem to be there's a vehicle right beyond kind of the corner of the Target parking lot. I'm not exactly sure. It doesn't appear to be a police vehicle, but it seems like people are definitely still inside the U-Mall when this was all going down. So we're still not exactly sure if whatever happened, if it was inside, outside, but still the emergency response vehicle from Burlington Police is here. Cruisers are surrounding the U-Mall here. There's just police everywhere.
We are going back to Dom Amato, huge police presence at the University Mall in South Burlington.
Dom, what can you tell us?
Well, Celine and Darren, we just spoke with South Burlington Police Chief Sean Burke. He told us that there was a shooting incident inside the University Mall just around 5 o'clock this evening. We know at least one person was hit. The chief suspected it was shrapnel that had hit this victim. They have non-life-threatening injuries, but whoever fired that shot, they do not know right now. There is an unknown number of suspects, but the chief said there was some sort of dispute inside the U-Mall. He said near GameStop, kind of in the corridor. but there was really limited information. The chief says there are multiple federal, state, local authorities here trying to put together this investigation. I spoke with a few girls who were inside Sephora, they said, I believe, which is inside JCPenney. They had said that they were locked down in place. You know, they described themselves. They said they're pretty scared. They had really no idea what was going on. They said they saw someone run by, but clearly they were pretty shaken up by what had happened. But again, no other injuries that we are aware of. Chief Burke says that the police they're looking for security camera footage, trying to figure out exactly what happened, but still very much an active scene out here. But again, at least one person hurt, sent to the hospital, potentially hit with shrapnel from whatever sort of weapon was fired. But we do know that there was some sort of shooting incident inside the U-Mall. Limited information at this point, but we'll definitely continue to follow this story as the night goes on, especially on the Channel 3 News at 11 tonight. Darren and Celine.